Brother Shaolin, fantastic. Out here on the night after Thanksgiving, and I think, what I normally do is I normally make one video in my hate weeks. But tonight, and I'm smoking on a cigar, as you can see. Have me a little nightcap over here. I'm gonna take a look at my little nightcap. And I'm outside. I decided to come outside and have me a stogie and have a recap on a few things that I heard tonight. I was over listening to a couple of rumblings and blatherings of a few guys over there. You know where they're at. They're Houston Texans fans. We ain't even gotta go through this. You already know where they're at, and I'll mention them later on in this video. But they were going on and on and on, on and on and on about how they're gonna demolish the Titans. We're a better team than y'all. Blah, blah, blah. Mariota ain't this. Mariota ain't that. Mariota ain't gonna start. Their defense is pretty good, but it ain't better than ours. I mean, you name it. All the old crazy, we beat them 50. They brought up the old games. So, but then I heard they brought up the old games. So they can bring up old games. They can bring up games that happened in the past. But when somebody brought up to one of these individuals that the Titans beat the Patriots and beat them down, you don't get to use that. We don't get to use that. But you can use a game that happened a year ago, over a year ago. I call bullshit. The Texans are not a good team. Is Deshaun Watson good? Yes. Is DeAndre Hopkins good? Yes. There is a drop-off of performance after that. There are key players on defense, don't get me wrong. I'm not, oblivious to that. But when I look at your schedule, the only team you blew out was the Miami Dolphins. That's it. The rest of those games were very close, and we ain't talking about the elite teams. You have not played an elite team, okay? Now, you do have to play the schedules that's in front of you. I get it. But these guys talking like they're elite teams. I even heard one of these goofballs say that if we run up on the Pittsburgh Steelers, we'll beat them. No, they're not elite. The Houston Texans are not an elite team. I'll say, the Tennessee Titans are not elite, but Houston Texans are not an elite team. They don't beat teams by much. They don't. Lost to the New York Giants. They lost to us, and I can't remember who else you lost to. But then you won 7 straight. The only blowout I saw on there was Miami. That was a blowout. I watched that game. It was a good game. I got to say, y'all were clicking on all cylinders. I even made a video about it, saying that, hey, that team looked like they could play. It could go deep in the playoffs, possibly even the Super Bowl. Now, of course, I was being facetious when I said the Super Bowl. I was just denoting how good they were playing. They played good. But to put up a performance like you did against the Redskins and the rest of the teams that I'm watching, y'all just not beat. I mean, it's not like y'all beating these teams to death, okay? I mean, the way that these guys were talking, you would think that they're beating teams like San Diego. I mean, they're not San Diego more, the Chargers, the Rams, the Chiefs, the Patriots. That's the other team that they lost to, the Patriots. So, yes, I can use that team. If you can go back 2 years ago or a year ago to games that happened 2 years, I can say, yes, we beat the Patriots, and that counts for something. That counts for something. I'm relaxing right now. Let me take a swig of my liquor here. So now this is what we're gonna do. It's my backyard, by the way. I'm just outside chilling. I decided to come outside tonight, have a little chat with you Houston Texan fans that just are so, I mean, I don't know what to say. But this is what I'm gonna do. Put these ashes out on you niggas. Put my ashes out on you niggas. I'm coming to Houston. I'm gonna come down Saturday night. I'm gonna hang out down there. I got connections and people down there. I, go down there whenever I want. I go to Houston all the time. This is a nice night to be out here, just outside. It's real nice. It's not too cool. It's cool enough where I can sit out here and chill. It's real nice. I'm coming to Houston, and I'm probably gonna go to the game. If I go, I'm gonna go live at the game if I can. So sometimes the internet in there is janky. It ain't got nothing to do with Houston. I think most stadiums are like that. You just can hardly get on the internet, but I'll try to go live. If not, I'll just probably record some type of video and put it up. A lot of guys ask the question, well, how do you propose you're going to beat the Texans? They've won 7 straight. Our game plan won't be the same. Of course not. I'm not saying that. But you really probably not going to have to do much to beat this team. Now, they are at home. Yes, they are at home. But they can be beaten at home. And they have been beaten at home. This team is not invincible. This team is not elite. It's not even close to elite. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Do they have elite players? I would be the first to admit, yes, there are elite players on that team. Okay? I'm not scared of J.J. Watt. I'm not scared of Jadeveon Clowney. I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of the Houston Texans. I'm not. Deshaun Watson is a young quarterback. He will make mistakes in this game. Will Marcus Mariota play? I don't know. Now, am I banking on the last game? I'm not going to do that because I do know that the beginning of the season and towards the end of the season is 2 different animals. Now, we need this game. I think we're going to come out ferocious and tenacious. Are we going to win this game, Brother Shaolin? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Some way, somehow, we're going to pull this out. Okay? Some way, somehow. Adoree Jackson had 1 bad game. Malcolm Butler does suck. I ain't gonna even. I'm not gonna even debate that. Okay, but the rest of our secondary, I trust them. I trust the rest of our secondary. Okay. What I can see Deshaun Watson doing, and the game plan being, is whoever Malcolm Butler holding, go to him. I can see that. So we probably have to game plan around that and get him some help. I'm sure they're gonna be game planning around it because Malcolm Butler. I mean, we ain't gonna get no argument from me. The only solid game he had, I don't even think I'll call it solid, was against New England, and it wasn't even because Tom Brady wasn't throwing to his side. He was trying to get the ball to Josh Gordon, and Adoree Jackson shut him down. Now, Dean Pease had some sort of attack at the game, and he had to leave the game. Threw everything off. When your defensive coordinator has to leave the game, that's got to account for something. Now, we got our ass whooped. Don't get me wrong. We got our ass whooped. But that's got to account for something. When now he didn't get hospitalized the night before the game. We would have had a little bit more time to prepare for something like that. He got hospitalized right. They carted him off in a wheelchair on the field. So now you defensive coordinatorless. Okay, you don't have him. So that's got to account for something. But okay, I'm gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that out. I'm gonna leave out the victory early in the season. I would even say some of the plays were gimmicky. We were running a wildcat on y'all. But what does that say about y'all? What does that say? That you sitting up here talking shit about Derrick Henry, He hasn't performed up to his ability. I would go with that. But what does that say about you? That he was able to pick up all those yards, first downs on the Wildcat. If Blaine Gabbert was so bad, and by the way, he did throw a touchdown pass, but if Blaine Gabbert, by the way, he did throw a touchdown pass in that game to Taywan Taylor. If Blaine Gabbert is so bad, you know, and he's below serviceable quarterback. I can't argue with that. But the rest of the team is pretty buttoned up. We have a good chance of winning this game. If the Washington Redskins is decimated as they were, even before Alex Smith got hurt, if they can give you a run for your money, and if they'd have got 10 more yards and that would have been a 50 or 49-yard field goal, maybe that was a makeable field goal. I don't know, I guess. And they could have won the game. But I'm going to stop this right here. So I was in a calm mood tonight. And I'm going to do another video. I'm going to do another one. But I just had to address some things that I heard tonight that these guys are talking to let you know. Look, I ain't scared. I'll come on your show. I'll call your show. It don't make me no difference. I'll call and talk to you. Brother Barry White know that. You know what I'm saying? Wink knows that. I'll talk to him. I don't care. I'll talk to him about it. Tell him in his face. Or tell him right there on the show. Or I'll go to Wink's channel. I've been to his channel before, Third Coast Sports. I've been to him. He ain't no chump. Yeah, he ain't no chump. I ain't no chump. We'll sit down and we'll talk football. We're going to talk a little smack. That's just where it go. And at the end of the day, it's smack talk all the way up until then we can talk shit. We can get down. And then we can talk analytics. We can get down with that too. We can talk about, the games that we have won. The games that we won, quality wins. We can talk about that. We can talk about how we beat down the Dallas Cowboys. We didn't just beat them 19-17 like y'all did and went in overtime. We beat their ass. And we spotted them 2 turnovers. And after that, we whooped their ass up and down the field. Now, I'm going to address Marcus Mariota's inconsistency because it is true. While he is inconsistent, when he's on, he's on. When he's on, he makes pinpoint, accurate passes. He does. When he's off, and he does get injured. I ain't going to argue with you about that. Because it pisses me off. It does. To no end. But even with that, that spot is in jeopardy, brother. And I'm telling you, we're coming after it. Now, if we win this game, which I believe we will, that means we're 1 game behind y'all. And all y'all got to do is slip on a banana peel, and we in first place. That's the bottom line. And that's why I hear all this chatter and all this nonsensical talk. Because you know it. If we win this game, all y'all got to do is slip on a banana peel after this, and we in first place, because our schedule is nothing after this. Nothing. Okay? Nothing. There's not 1 game on there that I could see. Maybe the Colts. I don't see them sweeping us. But the Colts, they're not going to do that. That's not going to happen again. Okay? They're coming to the house. That ain't happening again. So, where y'all get this at, that y'all just about to run away with the division, ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. That game Monday is gonna be a fight. I just don't know no other way to put it. It's gonna be a fight. All right. It's real nice out here tonight. Now, I just thought I'd talk calmly to y'all tonight. I think tomorrow, I'm going to get down. Get down and low. It's time to do this. I see this getting real nasty. I see the trash talk on this getting real crazy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just talking about football, though. I ain't got nothing personal against nobody, but we're going to be talking about football, and we're going to get down and dirty with it. Shaolin Fantastic. To the house. I'm out.